All praises to Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the true sincere brethren around the four corners, pushing out this purified truth, cleansing this wicked defiled kingdom with this word, and the water to Yahweh Shai, because without him, none of this would even be possible. So I'm going to start at 1 Timothy 4 and verse 7. But refuse profane and old wives' fables, and exercise thyself rather unto godliness. So we have to exercise ourselves spiritually. We have to read. We have to, take our notes, watch videos, push videos, whether it's on the highways, whether it's at home, whether you're at the beach, at a lake, whether you're in your car. Pushing out these videos is also a part of exercising the spirit. Okay, so we have to exercise ourselves unto godliness. Okay, but refuse profane and old wives' fables, and exercise thyself rather unto godliness. For bodily exercise profiteth little. So you can be real buff. You can be Mike Tyson in the boxing ring. But really, all that profits you little. Because our strength and our protection does not come from our bodily strength. It comes from Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai. You can be the strongest man in the world and still get shot by a bullet and be taken out. You can be the strongest man in the world, slip and fall, break your neck. It's over for you. You can be the strongest man in the world. You can be thrown off a roof. You can die in a car wreck. So bodily exercise is good. I mean, there's nothing wrong with working out. There's no law that says thou shalt not exercise. But you shouldn't put your whole heart into exercise and thinking that, well, I'm strong. If I get buff, nobody's going to step to me. You can't allow things like that to go to your head. Because when you go back to Uzziah, I think that was his name. Uzziah, something like that. His strength went to his head. Now you can find that in 2 Chronicles 26. His strength went over his head. So this truth is not about how strong you are, or how fast you run, or how high you jump, or how handsome you are to the ladies. All right? For bodily exercise profited little. Let's see what that word exercise is in the Greek. Can't really pronounce that word. It says gymnasia or gymnasia. The exercise of the body in a palestra or school of athletics. Any exercise, whatever. So there you go. Any exercise, whatever. Lifting weights, jogging, push-ups, pull-ups, dumbbells, whatever. Exercise doesn't really profit you in the destruction that is soon to come to America. All right? But godliness is profitable unto all things, having promise of the life that now is, and of that which is to come. So, if you're godly, guess what? You're promised the kingdom in the next life to come. And you're promised that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to look out for you in this kingdom. To keep you from harm, to keep you from the snares, the traps of the devil. All right? So as I've stated, there's nothing wrong with working out. But bodily exercise profits little. When you think on a mass scale, most people see somebody who's strong or tall like they're undefeatable, like they can't be touched. But the flesh is weak. This flesh is not as strong as you think. You can work out all day long and still be penetrated by something as small as a toothpick. All right? So let's jump to a different verse. Psalms 33 and 16, I believe. There is no king saved by the multitude of an host. And when you go into that word host, it's army. Okay? It says here, strength, might, efficiency, wealth, army, strength, ability, efficiency, wealth, force, army. All right? So no king is saved based off of how big his army is. All right? Reading on. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. So bodily exercise profits little. That is not going to save you when all hell breaks loose. That is not going to deliver you and get you put on a chariot because you work out and you got a 6-pack or an 8-pack. Your arms are ripped. You can flex your chest muscles. The ladies love you. That's not going to get you delivered. That doesn't mean you can't work out. You can't take care of your body the best you can. Okay? But don't put your heart or your thoughts on thinking, well, if I get buffed, when all hell breaks loose, I'll be able to knock out some Edomites and be able to Jet Li or Jackie Chan somebody. Not at all. All right, the battle that we are fighting is being guided. It's being led by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. There is no king saved by the multitude of an host. A mighty man is not delivered by much strength. An horse is a vain thing for safety. Neither shall he deliver any by his great strength. So basically, strength won't save you. The only thing that's going to save you is the Lord. And the next verse is going to get into that. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, and upon them that hope in his mercy, to deliver their soul from death, and to keep them alive in famine. So there you go. Our strength is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. It's not our muscles. It's not our biceps. It's not our abs. Okay? That is not going to deliver us. The Lord is going to be the one to deliver us. He is going to be the one to deliver those who fear him. If you fear the Lord, you're going to do his will the best you can, because you'll know the Lord will kill you if you intentionally go against his will. All right? Read verse 19 again. To deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. And that's coming soon. There's going to be a time where there is no food. There is no water. You're not going to be at home turning on your TV to watch whatever's on TV, to lay back on your couch, to go home to your children and your dog. All of those things are going out the window when all hell breaks loose. But the Lord is going to deliver those who fear him. He's going to keep them from death and from famine. Okay? Verse 20, our soul waiteth for the Lord. He is our help and our shield. So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, he is our shield. But you cannot be protected. You cannot be shielded by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai unless you know his name. Verse 21, for our heart shall rejoice in him because we have trusted in his holy name. So yes, the Lord is very faithful. The Lord watches out for those who fear him. He watches out for his men. He watches out for his elect in general, men, women, and children. Keeps them safe and protected. But you have to trust in his name. And in order for you to trust in his name, you have to know it. To trust in his name, you have to believe it. So let's go into that word trusted here in the Hebrews. Baktak, I think is how you pronounce it. But it says to trust. To trust, trust in. To have confidence. be confident, to be bold, to be secure. Now, does not the scripture and wisdom of Solomon say how we will stand in great boldness in front of them who have afflicted us and made no account of our labors? Well, part of us standing in boldness is believing the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai will deliver us. That is how you get the attention of our power, is by calling their name and trusting in those names. Okay? No one is going to make it out of here on their own. If you don't have the Lord, you don't have nothing. We're not strong. Okay? We're not tough guys. Now, you had David and his mighty men, but why were David and his mighty men mighty? Okay? Because they were righteous men. They did the will of the Lord. All right? Went to the wrong verse. My apologies. Meant to go to Isaiah. So this is Isaiah 41 and 14. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Now that's the mind of Esau. Esau feels that he's over the Most High. The Most High doesn't feel like he needs the Lord's help. All right? Esau feels like he has it all on his own. We can't have that mind frame. We can't think that, well, because of our might or our strength, how much money we have, we don't need the Lord. That's the mind frame of the devil. Because the scriptures tell you how usually, the heart of man is prideful, it's haughty before its fall. So the mind of Esau is, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. So being arrogant is not going to do nothing for you, but get you overthrown by the Lord. All right, so the next verse I'm going to pull, it's similar to this one on what it sounds. This one's Isaiah 14 and 14. Now I'm going to go to Isaiah 41 and 14. Okay? Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. So Jacob is the Lord's chosen people. Now even the Lord's chosen people, who are the greatest people on earth, thus says Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We are compared to worms, man. We're like maggots. We're like earthworms. All right, we're not as strong as we may perceive to be. Yeah, Israel's very athletic. Israel's strong. Yes, Jacob's stronger than Esau. But we need Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. We need Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, okay? Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. So he is the Holy One of Israel. The Lord's people, the Holy One of Israel, his people are Israel. Okay? Common sense. And he's going to help his people in a time of need, not just in Jacob's trouble, but he helps us now. He gets us through what we're going through now even. All right? Fear not, thou worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel. I will help thee, saith the Lord, and thy Redeemer. Let's go into that word, Redeemer. Gaal, to redeem, act as kinsman, redeemer, avenge. So the Lord is going to avenge his people Israel. Revenge. The Lord wants revenge. That's why the scripture says to wait on the Lord. Ransom. Do the part of a kinsman. Because, hey, we are kin to the Lord. We're Israel. We're his chosen people. Okay? To act as kinsmen, do the part of next of kin. Act as a kinsman, redeemer. By marrying brother's widow, to beget a child for him, to redeem from slavery, to redeem land, to exchange vengeance, to redeem by payment, to redeem with God as subject, individuals from death, Israel from Egyptian bondage, Israel from exile, to redeem oneself, to be redeemed. So basically what I want to focus on the most though is avenge and revenge. The Lord is coming to avenge and revenge his people. He is going to redeem his people. Okay? And he redeemed his people through his son Yahweh Shai. That's how he bought back his people. Okay? Through the death of his son, who was that perfect sacrifice. Okay? Now, we don't have a lot of strength right now, but we're strong in the Lord. All right? So let's jump to a different verse before I close out. Oops.
This is a homage beat.
2 Corinthians 12:9. And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities, that the power of Mashiach, who the world calls Christ, may rest upon me. So it says here, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee. Now you go into that word sufficient, all right? In the Greek, it means to be possessed of unfailing strength, to be strong, to suffice, to be enough, to defend, ward off, to be satisfied, to be contented. All right? So we have strength. Okay? And he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Now, how is our strength made perfect in weakness? We go through all sorts of infirmities. So how could we be made perfect if we're weak? The reason why we're made perfect in our weakness is because the Lord looks on the humble.